Yes. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Just finished watching Dalton Smith beat Subriel Matias in New York to claim the WBC super lightweight title. Cracking little fight, still cracking little five-rounder. Dalton Smith managed to stop him in the fifth round. And I'm going to say straight off the top, Dalton Smith super impressed me still. Really impressed me still. Obviously, in my preview video, I did say I feel like Dalton Smith is a really good all-round boxer. I feel like he does a lot of things really good. But I said I don't feel like he does anything outstanding or one particular thing like out of this world. I mean, I feel like he just does everything really good. And in this fight, I can't lie, impressed me, man. It's surprising. It showed me a lot of heart. Like, I always felt like Dalton was like one of them guys where he's got a lot of heart. But in this fight, I don't know. I just kind of gave him a bit more ratings, car. He's gone all the way to New York into Subriel Matias' backyard. Everything is kind of against him, like kind of. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not the home fighter. The fans, like all the fans are Matias fans. Do you know what I mean? Like anytime Dalton Smith would even like kind of hold a little bit, you just hear bare boos ringing off the whole venue. You know what I'm gonna say? So I feel like a lot of things was against him, and I can't even lie. I feel like Dalton Smith only kind of stuck to his game plan, unless his game plan was to fight Subriel Matias' fight. I feel like he only stuck to his game plan in the first 1.5 rounds. After that, he was fighting a fight that I feel like Matias would have wanted him to fight. Like, he was up close, he was there trading with him, in the pocket, trading with him, like literally going back and forth. But one thing I would say is, I feel like Dalton Smith's punches would just had a bit more power, a bit more oomph in them. Like, I feel like with Matias, obviously going into this fight, Matias is kind of known as like he's a big puncher. He stopped how many of his opponents and this and that. Other than was it the Paro fight where he looked a bit shaky. Well, didn't look his best. Every other fight other than that, like Matias, like he shows that he's a force to be reckoned with. You know what I say? And in this fight, I just feel like I don't know whether maybe man's been gassing his power or what, but I feel like Dalton Smith's punches was just landing with a bit more vim, a bit more. I know it just felt a bit more hefty to me. I can't lie. So let's go through the fight. Obviously, round one, I would have given that round to Dalton Smith. I think Dalton Smith was fighting a really good fight. Not to say that Matias wasn't landing his shots as well on him, but I feel like Dalton was just fighting a really good fight. I don't think Matias started that fast, or I wouldn't say he started super slow, but he didn't start that fast in the first round. As the rounds progressed, though, I feel like Dalton Smith, I don't know whether he was getting more confident or he was seeing that Matias is not really at the paces. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Matias was a step or two below the pace of Dalton Smith. That's what I think. I feel like Dalton was the one really forcing the action. Dalton was the one really trying to get his head in between his chest. Boom. Like, he was throwing, but he did not mind throwing and getting hit himself. Does that make sense? And I feel like that's a dangerous game to play with somebody like Subriel Matias, because Subriel Matias' punches are really like heavy, bro. Like, the damage, he's got damaging shots, damaging punches, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Dalton wasn't really scared of his power like that. I don't know whether maybe he thought it in the first 2 rounds and then he kind of realized that, all right, cool, like, I can withstand this. This is not too much. It's not too much out of man's range that man can actually. Do you know what I mean? I think it was more of that kind of vibe, innit? I feel like he's felt the power and thought, you know what, like, let's just go, let's just trade, let's see how far you're prepared to go. Let's see how deep in the well you're prepared to go as well, innit? So I feel like he done that. I think the first 2 rounds I would have definitely give it to Dalton Smith. The first 3 rounds probably I would have given it to Dalton Smith. The 4th round, I think Matias started asking a bit more questions. Cause I believe Dalton Smith got cut in the 4th round. I believe his eye was cut in the 4th round, or was it the 3rd? I think it was the 4th. Cut him in the 4th round, and I think he got more clean shots through on Dalton Smith in that 4th round. Cause when I was watching, I was thinking, nah. I remember bare times, man's just like, you know when you're wincing and like, like thinking, nah, like, yo, that's a shot, like, bro. But he was eating it though. That's the thing, like, Dalton was eating it and he didn't mind, trading back. He didn't mind eating a shot to give another 2-3 shots on Matias, innit? So in the 5th round, in the actual 5th round, obviously that's when he managed to stop him. The combination was actually kind of good. The combination was really good. But one thing I would say, I feel like the ref, all right, cool. With boxing, you can always say, it's early, this and that. You could have given it another round, or see if the guy can, if he beats the count, see how he looks like if you let the fight continue. I can't lie. I feel like it was a bit early just because Matias is the home fighter. He's the champion. Like, he's actually the champion. This is a massive fight. If he loses this fight, he loses the belt. Obviously, I think he's just about made the count. Like, because the punch that I think it was a right hand. Was it a right hand? I can't fully remember. I watched it like an hour and a half ago now, innit? So I can't fully remember. But I think it was a right hand. The punch that actually landed and floored Matias, yeah, I feel like it was devastating. Like, obviously, definitely hurt Matias. His legs was wobbled. His legs was gone. Like, he like, do you know what I mean? Like, it hurt him. And even when he did get up, he still looked a bit shaky. But he's just about beat the count. And I feel like, obviously, when you beat the count, the ref kind of holds your gloves and tells you, like, come forward. He was coming forward, but I feel like the ref could have let it just go on and see. Because he's the champion. Matias is the champion, innit? And I don't know whether it's because in the Ajak Caballero card yesterday as well, there was a lot of early stoppages. So it was like, me seeing this one again, another early stoppage, is like, bro, this fight was cracking. This fight was both going at it. Do you know what I mean? It was both leaving it all in the ring. Even though I feel like Dalton was edging him, I feel like Dalton was winning. I think the first 3 rounds, Dalton definitely won, in my book, innit? But the 4th round is depends what you like, and it depends if you want to give it to Matias because he looked better than in the 4th round than the other rounds, innit? But I think stopping it in the 5th the way the ref did, I think you probably could have let it. You could have let it go, man. You could have let it keep on going. I think, innit? I feel like you could have at least let another exchange happen and see. Do you know what I mean? See if he's out of it, or see if it's then you can just stop it straight away. Yo, it's a title fight, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a title fight. If he loses his title, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I think it was a great win for Dalton Smith. Great win. I hope he's proud of himself. He's done the UK, Britain really, really proud. Obviously, Dalton's just from Sheffield, innit? Obviously, man's from Nottingham. Sheffield's just up the road, so I rock with Dalton Smith. I'm gonna say he's a Midlands boy, but yeah, no, great fight, great fight. Obviously, he's now the WBC super lightweight champion. That's another world champion we've got in Britain, which is really, really good. What's next for Dalton Smith? I can't lie, Adam Azim. I don't know what you're on, bro. I'm sure Adam Azim's meant to be fighting. Is it next month or this month? He's meant to be fighting, bro. You lot was not trying to fight Dalton Smith because you're saying, it's better if we fight when we have titles and blah, 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 this and that. What's the point of fighting? There's no title on the line. It's just domestic dust up, this and that, blah, blah, blah. That was the narrative and the excuse you lot was given. Dalton Smith has now got a title. Adam Azim, what are you saying, my guy? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it time to make the fight, or do you still need another 1 or 2 to get ready? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, bro, my man's there. Do you know what I mean? Because where you're both at, I just think it'll be a sick fight for British boxing, bro. And it's a world title fight. Like, what more do you want? How much better could it get? I'm gonna say it's a world title fight, bro. Like, you lot, just have it in the UK. I'm sure both fan bases will galvanize and be like amped up and ready for that type of fight. Like, come on, you might have been put up against each other for how many years now? You've been talking about fighting each other for how many years now? Let's get it go. Let's come on, man. Let's go. 2026. I want to see fights being made, fam. I don't want to see all of this. Like, I don't want to hear all this. If we had a title and if this and that. Let's make the fights, man. Let's just make the fights. Like, bro, like, fam, like, with how it looks as though maybe like Riyadh season and Turkey aren't gonna be splashing the cash like how they've been splashing the cash in the past 2-3 years on fights and making sure fighters are getting paid this and undercards are looking spectacular, looking better than some main event cards that we're getting nowadays or used to get back in the day. Bruh, you lot can't afford to now not be fighting each other or not making, like, Jamie, not making the sport entertaining, because if Turkey and these lot are I don't want to say withdrawing their funding, they're still heavily involved, but they're not trying to be putting on cards every single month like how they was before, or put on crazy blockbuster cards every single flipping 2-3 months. They're not trying to do that anymore, bro. Like, you lot need to make the fights and let's just go. Like, let's just go. Like, Dalton Smith, Adam Azim, I want to see that next. Hopefully it can get made. Hopefully there's no excuses. Hopefully there's no anything Adam Azim or Ben Shalom and that boxer team can say and try, like, I don't want to say weasel out of it, but like, bro, like, I feel like this fight is ready. Let's go, man. Like, bro's just beat Subriel Matias. He's just done something that, like, a lot of people in this fight, you would have give Dalton Smith a chance, but would you have made him your favourite? Probably not. You'd have probably given it to Scott. Everything is on Subriel Matias' side, isn't it? You know what I'm going to say? So I feel like if Adam Azim and Boxer and his team are actually really serious about where Adam's gonna go, you can't duck this fight now. You can't duck it. Like, man, I need to see that next. I want to see Dalton Smith versus Adam Azim next for the WBC super lightweight title next. I don't want to see anything else. Obviously, I think Adam's got a fight coming up this month or next month. Get past that. Dalton, come back to the UK, rest up, take a little rest. Adam Azim, let's go. Or if Dalton wants to take, in fact, I don't even mind if Dalton wants to take a little calm little title defense, then Adam Azim, because obviously Dalton's been the one who's been calling for Adam Azim all the time. It's Adam Azim who is Azim and these lot that's been kind of like, I don't want to say ducking him, but not really trying to. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure Adam Azim had the European title. I might be wrong, but I know he had one title. I don't know whether it was European or British, and he could have and fought Dalton Smith, but then he decided to vacate the title so he doesn't fight Dalton Smith. You know what I'm saying? So there's been a lot of maneuvering to try and make sure these two don't meet. And I feel like now, what's the reason why you're not gonna meet? I feel like what's a better time than now? You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get to see that next. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the fight. That's my thoughts on Dalton Smith. Big congrats to Dalton Smith for winning the title, going to New York and winning the title in someone else's backyard. It's not an easy feat. It's not an easy thing to do. So let's not take it. Let's not little boy it, innit? I'm gonna say. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the fight. If you got anything to say about anything I've said in this video, make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure you like the video and you share the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Love.